Nick was referring to yesterday's program where, Suze, you said that you were receiving reports from the home front that Cooper, our 11-year-old son, who was starting for the Rays, and in his playoff Little League game, went to school in his full soccer uniform and shin guards. He put shin guards to go to school, just in case he was going to get an inadvertent kick during language arts.
Maybe he listens to me. He stays ready, so he don't got to get ready.
That's exactly right. He doesn't
ready.
want to be delinquent getting onto the field.
I understand.
Yes. He wants to be ready.
Respect that.
And I used a rare peremptory in our family's decision-making process to say no soccer. He needs to be ready. He's starting a playoff game. This soccer game is a regular season game. You, Del Tufo, said you agreed, he should pull a Dion, let him play both.
Let them play.
There's no helicopter to get him from the school to the field. And I pulled the John Schuerholz in this Dion equation, and I said, no.
You pulled the dad card. You did.
We're not doing this. And so Coop did, in fact, start the game, did not play soccer.
Okay.
And he started the game, and how do we say this without getting into any trouble? The umpire squeezed the strike zone. Oh. And it was a life lesson for our son, who gave up a handful of runs, to say the least. But he threw 85 pitches yesterday.
Nice.
What?
Yes.
Major leaguers don't even get 85 pitches.
He pitched 5 innings against the team. Or was it, did he pitch 4?
He pitched
4. Right. He pitched 4. And
he painted the corners.
now let me ask this question to you guys. It was terrific, and we were very proud of him, how he hung in there. He was throwing strikes, and the ball was finding grass, finding dirt, and then a couple times the ump was just not giving it to him. And for some reason, he came out in the second inning. I don't know. I didn't ask him who put it on. He put on the eye block.
Yeah.
He put on, but not like it wasn't straight. It looked like, cat whiskers. I don't know. I think he just kind of threw it on. Mm-hmm. There's no mirror in the dugout at the Little League. And so he came out. He had some attitude. He got out of he was a 1-2-3 first, as a matter of fact, right?
Oof.
And he had a lead, and then we lost the lead, and then we lost the game. But we're in the losers bracket. The season is not over.
Season is not over.
Yes, the season is not over, as our
Pro Jam
friend
is still alive.
Jim Sr. once upon a time said. So let me ask you this question. You can, Mike, and you, TJ, answer.
Yes, sir.
I sucked at baseball, so it's
no. It's got nothing. This got nothing to do with it. Which one of us?
I got into this.
Which one of us, Susie or me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was ready to just get on the ump.
Oh, that's easy. Oh. That's an easy answer. Right
get
there.
on the ump and could not at times keep their mouth shut. Who is that person?
This could be bad because I love both
You can't
of
point. You got to say it for the radio audience.
Okay, for the radio audience, I'm going to say that is Suzy Shuster, who probably lost her mind.
Would you agree with that?
I got to plead I'm like Brady right now. Until I'm in the booth broadcasting, I'm pleading the fifth.
You can't.
Because I love you both.
So, okay, but
it's not a knock on either one of them.
I think she's got the moxie to do it, but I think you would be first.
You don't believe that, Mike.
Susie, do you want to answer the question for everyone?
Look at her sitting there. Let's put it this way.
Number one, I did not get arrested yesterday.
Susie, yesterday when you started to tell us about Cooper, you said something, and people on our YouTube page commented like, the second you used your mom voice, we all snapped to attention.
That's right.
So that should let people know.
At what point, and my brother will be horrified, I yell, Cooper, deep breaths. And he goes,
okay.
And the moms were like, wow, he really listens. I'm like, yeah.
See, but let me explain everybody about this existence that I'm in. Because I'm standing behind home plate. She's sitting in the stands, and on occasion standing by the stands off to the side and between home plate and third base.
Stressful.
And when the ball goes towards the outside corner for a right-handed hitter, and my son's a lefty, so the ball kind of loops in, and it's called outside. I can see it's outside and calls it a ball. Instead of getting on the umpire most of the time, because she did have some restraint on that front, it's Rich. That's not a strike. Like that. The umpire can hear her saying that to me.
But so she's not questioning him.
Right.
She's asking you.
Well, it's his fault.
And the subtext is, why aren't you saying something to the umpire? That's the subtext.
I'm sorry.
it's
This is ridiculous.
It's not just the umpire screwing it up. Am I not? Am I taking this a little bit too?
You were actually more vocal yesterday than I've seen you in a while. You're usually very good. I'm not very good. I'm terrible. I can't take it. It's stressful.
Because I can't.
Can't take it.
I mean, it's the Rich
It's a
Eisen
strike.
Show.
That's a strike.
It's the show banner out in right center field. You can't have me getting on blue right here. You know what I mean?
I mean, they can't kick you out now anymore.
Matt LaFleur coming up for the Packers. But it's the same way whenever we play golf, the rare times that we play golf, and she's teeing it up, and I'm standing there,
Waiting.
and then she'll hit it, but not hit it to her satisfaction. And then she'll hit it as if the camera, you're me at home. She'll hit it, and she'll go like this.
Well, it's his fault.
And I'm like, what'd I do?
You exist. That's what you did.
You're not walking in the shadow. You're not doing like what Brockman
So it was
does.
the same thing yesterday with the ump. And how many times I would turn to him, I'm like, that was outside. That was outside. But a couple times you were like, Rich, that's not a strike. And I'd turn to you, I'm like, that was
That was a
Was
strike.
it Joe West?
I went to a couple.
doing a game?
I don't know. I mean, these guys, they
This was
work
not
hard, man.
a
And
16-year-old high schooler yesterday. This
this is
was
like
not the kid that I
this did seem
apparently
to be
terrorized last week.
This seemed to be a grown man.
This was a grown man
I
with
did
an
that.
absolutely abhorrent strike zone and totally inconsistent. That was my problem with it.
Yeah,
you
that was
got to
a little
have
inconsistent.
consistency.
Yeah.
And somebody said, well, Suzy, they're not paying a lot of money to these guys.
No,
I
they're
said, but they're
trying
paying
hard.
money.
They're trying
I did
hard.
it. I did that
You umped
for Little League.
sports
Oh,
games?
yeah. Oh, I loved it. I was a good
How
ump.
come
I
we-
did basketball. I did
Basketball?
baseball. Oh, yeah. Little kids at the Y.
You're like
I was like the best.
You were like little
them.
Gene Steratore, huh?
Yes.
Growing up in New
I
Jersey.
used to love doing that.
Well, our nephews, Jack and Sam, do that. They ref.
Yeah, I
they
would
ref
love. I would do it
basketball.
right now if I could. I would.
Why
love
can't
to.
you?
Well, he's got
can't
too
you?
many
I'm busy. I
jobs,
got
right?
You have too many
jobs.
boats?
Yeah,
You have
He's
too
got to
many
mic up
boats?
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Break
exactly.
Mike
I
up
got too many
Brady.
jobs.
He's gonna go to Big
He
Fox.
doesn't mic up Tom Brady.
That's right. That's right.
He
He
works
will.
on his faders.
I will.
He will go Mike up
I will
Tom
go
Brady.
Mike up Brady when he
Mike,
comes in.
of
Just
course
to
you-
say hello.
Dude, you do anything.
Go,
Two
two
shot.
Two
Two
goats.
shot right
You
there.
talking. Two goats.
One thing that Brady, listen, I will tell if you mic up Brady, I will call him up, Michigan man to Michigan man. Make sure the batteries don't run out on him.
Oh, boy. That's cool.
And your ear pack.
I do that like 5 times a year, and I hear it all the time.
5 times a show. What are you talking about?
5 times a year.
Happened yesterday.
That sucked. That was
Stop
the
that,
worst.
Suze. Come on.
That sucked. That was the
Come
worst.
on, Suze.
Say it, Suze. Let
We
them know
have
how
more
you feel.
games to play. He could be our ump. Be
Rich
careful.
Eisen. Oh, that's Suzy Eisen Shoster.
That's right,
Tom knew that
Charles.
yesterday.
That's right, Charles.
Don't hold back,
By
Suze.
the way, you just got your answer as to which one did it, right?
I had a feeling.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.